Let's begin our beautiful practice today. Mm. Yeah, lots going on in our world, and lots of anxiety for many people. And so just having a practice that you come to, whether it's this or this and something else, but just that wisdom, the spirit, having some sort of spirituality, whatever that is for you, sitting in nature. And that helps us get through. Look at the bigger picture. We're not just this body. We're not just this lifetime, right? We're so much more than that. So to break out of that just is this sense of freedom. Yeah. So let's just start today with shaking. Shake off the worries and the woes and the tensions. Just let them shake off. Yeah, you can move your legs, however you want to move today. Wow. And close the eyes now and just move your arms around and just feel the air around you, the energy around you. Yeah. So again, the mind is not inside the brain. Our mind is all around our body. Our energy is all around our body. So just saying hello to our bigger self, our bigger energy. Yeah. And then slowly float your hands down onto your lap. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like. We're going to begin with a little energizing breath, heating, warming breath, because it's a little chilly out today. And also a breath that's nice to detoxify. It's called Kapalabhati breath. Yeah. At any point in time, if you need to see what I'm doing, you can flutter your eyes open. But we're just going to start with a nice tall spine. And we're going to bring our hands onto our low belly, below our navel. Just rest your arms onto your low belly. Nice and easy. Good. And we're going to take a cleansing breath in through the nose. And then just breathe out through the mouth with a ha sound. And now we're going to do a couple of breaths for Om to just start our practice, to connect us to that higher energy that we are. So let's take a breath in. As you breathe in, feel your belly rise. And as you exhale, exhale the sound of Om. As you exhale, you can slowly feel your belly draw back. And again, inhale, nice long big breath in. Fill your lungs. And on an exhale, sound of Om. Om. Notice the vibration, that vibration that's connecting us to the divine. Yes, another breath in, one more. No. All the stale here and relax now. Relax the shoulders. Keep your hands on your belly if you'd like. Yeah. And we're going to do a couple of rounds of Kapalabhati. So basically what we just did, but we're going to be breathing out of our nose and we're going to be doing it a little faster. Yeah. So it's almost like a bellows breath, like a bellow that gets the fire going a little bit more. We're going to pump the fire up in our body, our guts. Yeah. Good. So we're going to do it slow at first. So you're going to take a breath in and feel the belly rise through the nose, and then breathe out through the nose and feel the belly just draw back. Yeah. And again, feel the belly rise as you inhale and feel it relax as you exhale. So we'll just concentrate on the inhale breath. Really, the exhale just comes naturally, or the inhale does. Inhale, the belly rises. And the exhale, you draw back. Good. And now we're going to quicken it a little bit. So breathing in and out. And the out is really nice and effervescent. Almost like you're blowing your nose. So don't concentrate on the inhale. Just concentrate on the exhale and blowing out as the belly goes back. in, out, in, out. And relax. And you can bring your hands up on your lap. Now, keep your eyes closed if you hadn't closed them already. Yeah. And we're going to do 2 more rounds. So you can go faster, you can go slower than we did. But just as you exhale, really blow out your nose and draw your belly back. Just get all that stale air out of your system. So let's take a cleansing breath in. Breathe out through the nose. Good. Cleansing breath in. And breathe out and draw your belly back. In, out. And you can go faster if you'd like. In, out, in, out. Really pushing that air out as you exhale. And relax. So if you like your hands on your belly, I kind of sometimes like to do that. It helps me with my rhythm, or just palms up on your lap. And start noticing the effects of that breath. The effects of maybe you're feeling more energy in your head. Yeah, maybe energy in the body, maybe the body, some tingling in the body. Yeah, we're just waking ourselves up, just like springtime. And if you'd like one more round, so again, hands can be on your belly or up. And take a cleansing breath in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. And then take another breath in and breathe out. In, out. Pace is at your own pace, right? You can go faster, you can go slower. Really feeling that belly up and back, forward and back. Blow it out. 100%. And relax. Now palms up on the lap if they're not there already. Gentle smile on the face. Back to your normal breath, just natural breath. And then when you feel ready and complete, you can open your eyes. How was that? So that's a really nice breath. Again, it really helps us to get rid of the toxins in the air, in our lungs. And it quickens the breath. It builds our fire, our internal fire. Yeah, so it can warm us. And it gets our digestive tract. It gets everything sort of moving around in the body. Yeah, good. And it gives us energy. Yeah, again, I think I've mentioned this before, but it's sometimes called yoga coffee, this breath. Yeah. All right. So let's bring our hands up or down on our lap. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Find your heart lifted slightly. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Good. On an inhale breath, just roll your chin up towards the right shoulder, halfway. And then exhale, bring your chin back down. And inhale, roll your chin up to the other shoulder, just halfway. And then bring your head back down. And this time, as you bring the chin up to the right shoulder, keep reaching it up, bring it up towards the right side, and then up towards the ceiling, and then over to the other side and down. Like you're making a circle with your chin, the tip of your chin. Again, feel free to close your eyes here and just monitor what's going on in your neck, even shoulders, even upper back. Yeah, and just continue inhaling as you go up, making the circle with your chin. back to the other side and down. Next time that your chin comes down, pause. And then do some circles going the opposite direction, nice and slow. Yeah, our neck tends to take in a lot of tension. So you want to be slow. When you go fast, your muscles tend to seize up. They tighten because they're not sure, the signal from the brain to the body. If we go fast is like, wait a minute, hold on, and until the body knows where you're going with this, to where the brain can say, oh yeah, okay, I get it now. And then the next time the chin comes forward, pause, press down into your toes, gently lift your head back up. Good. Relax your arms down, nice, gentle, tall spine. Feel free to float the eyes open at any time. And let's just do some circles with our shoulders. So circle forward and up, and back and down, forward and up, back and down. Relax. Let's bring our hands to our shoulders. And now let's bring our shoulders or our elbows forward and up and back and down. Yeah. So just getting the synovial fluid, that the beauty, one of the main positives of this practice is just moving the joints around easily and safely to get the synovial fluid running around. You're just bathing your joints. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. And I like this one particularly for our shoulder, very complicated shoulder joints. If you have any kind of shoulder issues, then don't do as big of circles. You can always just do these tiny little baby circles, whatever feels best on your body. Yeah, that's yoga. You take care of your body. We're all different, yeah. Right, we know that we're all completely different, even though we're humans. We look different, we feel different, definitely act different. Keeps us on our toes. Yeah, and relax. Good. All right, relax the arms down. On an inhale breath, stretch your arms just easily out, bend the elbows. And if you can, bring either the pads of your fingers to the back of your head, or you can interlace your hands behind your head. And your thumbs are just riding down your neck. You can just bring your thumbs against the back of your neck to support the neck. We're looking straight forward. Good. And we're going to just do some gentle eye circles with just our eyes. But just in a clockwise direction, just start to move your eyeballs nice and easily. Notice if the eyeballs feel like jerky a little bit. That probably means your mind is very busy. Next time that they come down, the eyes come down, do opposite circles. Again, nice and slow. We're not moving our head. Our hands help us to remind us it's just the eyes. Nice and easy. Yeah, no forcing. And one more. Good. And then bringing the eyes just forward, and you can just blink the eyes. And then if you don't have contacts in, you can squeeze the eyes tight and then open them wide. If you have contacts, just close your eyes and open them wide. Squeeze the eyes tight and open them wide. And squeeze and open and blink and relax the eyes. And then just slowly and gently remove your hands from behind your head. Good. Relax the arms down. Might feel nice to do a couple circles here with our shoulders. Good. And then a couple circles opposite direction. Good. And now we're going to take our left hand and hold on to our right earlobe. And then we're going to take the other hand and cross it and hold the other earlobe. So thumbs are behind your earlobe. Point your finger in front. Good. And then we're just going to gently massage our earlobes first. Good. And then gently pull on your earlobes and then relax and pull and relax and pull and relax. relax and release your hands down. Good, shake it out. Flop your fingers around. Yeah, that just feels good, doesn't it? When you flop your hands, your fingers, your wrists, just let them nice and loose. Now we're gonna take our knuckles, right? Our knuckles, and we're gonna bring them to the side of our temple. Now, if you have glasses on and you can take them off, that's an option, or just work around it. But just taking your knuckles, you can close your eyes and just start to make little circles on your temples. You can move around to a little bit above your cheekbones. You might find some tender spots. They might maybe come up a little higher. My right side here is a little tender. So just massage those areas that you might find that feel a little sore, right? A little sore. Good. And then you can move to above your eyebrows, kind of your forehead. Move in towards the center of your forehead. Good. Just giving yourself a nice massage. And then you can move down, now opening your mouth slightly, and you can move down to where your jaw joints meet. Sort of right in front of the earlobe there. Yeah. Maybe you find some, ooh boy, tender spot there. And just spend some time getting the blood flow there. Good. And then relax. You can put your glasses back on. Yeah, good. Just notice, let's close our eyes and just notice the tingling, right, that's going on. While we're here, why don't we take our palms and bring them to either side of our skull, and just move the skin of your skull around too. Yeah, sometimes if you have a headache and you do this massage and just find those areas that feel tender, it probably means that there's a little tightness there, tension. And you can move your thumbs to the back of your head. Yeah, but it's not just the hair, we're moving the skull around. Yeah, notice if there's any tender spots there, to the sides, maybe even the top of your head. Take one of your hands and move the skin around at the top of your head, towards the back of your top of your head. Yeah, just try to find those areas that might be a little tight. And then when you're ready, go ahead and fix your hair and release your hands down onto your lap. And you can open your eyes if you close them. Yeah, feels so good, right? It just kind of wakes us up. Also, a version of yoga coffee, right, is just getting the energy into our head. That's why so many people, drink coffee first thing in the morning, because they're tired, right? And it gives them that buzz, that energy, and which is fine, because actually coffee is, I think, pretty good for us, actually, unless we have like 12 cups a day. But it just helps us to get energy flow. Good. All right, we're going to scoot forward in our chair. We're going to bring our hands onto our, and sometimes it's the smallest things, right? It just really helps us feel better. Yeah. So hands onto in front of our heart in Anjali Mudra. On an inhale breath, reach your arms up towards the sky. And then open them wide. And then let them float down. We're going to just do these sacred circles. Sort of really nice with spring. We're going to, on an inhale breath, press down into your feet as your little shoots come out of the ground. Yeah, just like spring, just like all the flowers. And exhale, out and down. And one more circle. Inhale, press into your feet as you reach your arms up. You're grounding your roots to reach up. And out and down. Good. And then take a breath in here. Now let's just do a couple rebirths. Exhale. Inhale, big circle sweep. Lift the heart, even look up. Yes. And exhale. When we look up and we reach up, let's reach up for all those blessings. It's like rain, blessings and gifts raining down upon us. They're there for us to accept, to help us grow, help us feel good. And one more, big circle sweep up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale, release your hands down onto your lap. Yeah, good. Release your arms down alongside your body. Now, a nice tall spine. Good. Nice and loose here in the shoulders. Good. And we're just going to start to rotate the body side to side. So the arms just sort of swing along with us. Good. This just helps to get a little massage. Sometimes when we just do these little rocky movements, it really helps our joints get looser. Yeah. And slowly, if you'd like, if your shoulders are agreeable, you can start to raise your arms slowly. Yeah, it's like we're taking off. And as you're experimenting with raising your arms as you go side to side, just notice the tension that might be building maybe in the shoulders. See if you can relax that tension. See if you can relax the arms and just take them to where it's comfortable for you. Again, just getting this nice little gentle massaging in the body, especially in the spine. Yeah. And then slowly start to make your way down if you went up. Making sure that you're breathing. Inhale, exhale. That breath, yeah. And it's so strange because sometimes the more challenge that we face, then we stop breathing, right? We forget to breathe. And that's when we need it the most, right? And then relax. Good. Shake it out. Good. Nice massage. Wiggle out the shoulders. All right. Hands on our thighs for a nice forward and back massage for our spine, our cat-cow. So on an inhale breath, lift the heart and look up. So you're almost like pushing your heart forward and up, like somebody has a string. And then exhale, relax the body, slide your hands towards the front of your knees. Let your head just drop down. Good. And inhale, slide your hands to the top of your thighs, lift your head, stretch your elbows back. Exhale, just curling your cat-cow. Yeah. And one more. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, relax. Forward. Press into your feet to come straight back up. Just do a little hamstring stretch. Again, with all of the walking we're going to start doing, it's nice to get that hamstring stretch. Good. So extending that leg, your right leg, and you're on your heel. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, keep your chin up and then just hinge forward until you feel a stretch. And then press into your left foot and bring your body back up. We're going to sort of, again, rock a little bit. Exhale, come forward. Again, keeping the spine straight, the head right above the spine. And then come back. And then again, gliding the belly forward, stretching the chest forward. Maybe come a little further if that's available. Pause. And then press into that left foot to come back up. And we use our whole body and then help to rebend. Like we're using when we press, right, into our opposite leg or the one that we're not moving, then it's easier for when we use our lower body, it helps to take that effort off of the back. Yeah. All right, extend the other leg, nice tall spine, take a breath in, exhale, hinge forward. So all these are simple, but give it your 100%. Like really be aware of you being in the present moment of how your body's feeling. Can it go a little bit further? Yeah. Where can I take it to where it's functional for my body, but I can still breathe? It's not too much. Yeah. So pause at the third, stretch. Just let the body relax as you exhale. Then pressing into that right foot, bring the body back up. Good. And then take that hand and re-bend that knee and shake it out. Yeah. Again, just rocking the joints. Yeah. That way the joints say, okay, I'm ready for the next thing, right? All right, little seated sun salutation here to bring the sun back tomorrow. It'll come back. The sun will come out tomorrow. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Stretch up, lift your heart. Exhale, bring your hands to your thighs and hinge forward. Again, we want to keep the head above the shoulders. Yeah, not hanging down yet. Good. And now we're going to inhale just about halfway. So we're still going to stay leaning forward. Good. And then we're going to stretch your right arm forward, press into your feet. Stretch your left arm forward, bring your palms down and lift your fingers up. So tuck your tummy in. This is some core work here. Take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, bend your elbows back towards the back wall, coming into cactus pose here as we're leaning forward. Good. And then on an inhale breath, lift your heart and look up. It's sort of a seated upward facing dog. Yeah. And then exhale, release your head down, bring your hands down onto your lap. Press down into your feet. Inhale, slowly bring the body back up. Reach forward and up. Stretch up, maybe even lean back slightly. And then exhale, bring your hands to prayer position and bring them to your heart. Good. It's a nice stretch for our spine as well. Yeah, front spine. Let's do that one more time. So bringing hands to lap. On an inhale breath, reach the arms forward and up. Stretch up, maybe lean back. And then exhale, start to hinge forward. Bring your hands onto your lap and just hinge at your hips. Yeah. Again, just about half fully. Good. And then inhale, come up just a little bit. And then if it's available to you, tuck your tummy back. Reach your right arm forward and left arm. If that's too much, keep a hand on on your thigh. Yeah, good. Take a breath in here. On an exhale breath, let's bring our fingers up. Another breath in, and on an exhale breath, stretch your elbows back, come into cactus pose. On an inhale breath, press into your feet to lift your heart. Yes. And exhale, release that down onto your lap. Relax your head, just let your head drop. Good. And then pressing down into your feet and your palms, slowly bring the body back up. Once it's up, reach your arms forward and up. Maybe lean back slightly. And then come back straight up and bring your palms together and exhale your hands to your heart. Good. And relax. Good. It's a little strengthening for our back. Yeah, when we're leaning forward with our arms forward, that's working our back muscles along our spine. Yeah. All right. So we're scooted forward in our chair. We're going to make our way to stand. But before we do that, there's another little trick here. Like I know sometimes when I'm sitting for a while and I stand, my hip joints are like really tight, like they're sore. And once I get moving, then they are better, right? So that's just another perk of getting older. So before you stand, we're going to do some pelvic tilts, sort of like our cat-cow. So we're going to you're going to press the belly forward and then press the belly back. So we're sort of doing these pelvic tilts. Yeah, good. Inhale, yeah. Belly forward and then just belly back. Feel that motion in your hips. Yeah, so this is sort of preparing your body to transition to a stance. Good. And one more. So we're just massaging those hip joints to say, all right, get ready for this transition. Yeah. And then come to nice tall spine. Good. And then either I like to bring my heels back a little bit. I like to bring one foot in front of the other, and you can alternate that if you do standing that way. Yeah. And then we're going to hinge forward. Good. Feet are right under your, right under you. And then on an inhale breath, you're gonna press down into your feet and bring your body to a stand. Then once you're standing here, you're gonna do just a couple of those pelvic tilts. Yeah, just get those tight muscles, our hip flexors shorten and get tight when we sit for a while. And just say, okay, I'm standing now, we're ready. Good. And then take a walk to the back of your chair. Yeah. Let's experiment with that. It's something that you can try. Yeah. And let's just move the body, shake the body. Yeah. Wiggle things. Good. And come to a stand. You may need to have your chair, if it's in front of you, holding onto your chair. We're just going to do some heel drops. Yeah. And that, again, gets blood flow going. It gets bone mass happening. It gets those osteoblasts to say, okay, we need to build bone. And so if you have any kind of fractures in your spine, you don't want to do this, right? You just come up and down nice and gently. Yeah. And you're going to have your knees soft, and we're going to tuck our chin back slightly. So we don't want to have our head hanging down when we drop our heels. That's too much pressure on the back. We want the head stacked right above the shoulders. Good. And then just lift the heels and drop. So nice and easy. Good. And you can do it just a tiny bit. You can do it faster if you'd like. So this is strengthening also the thighs, right? Yeah, good. And keeping the posture as you come up and down. And that's moving the blood from the lower limbs, pumping it up, helping it pump up to the heart. Yeah, just do this how it feels good to you. Good. And again, if you have any kind of fracturing in your spine or severe osteoporosis, you want to just be really careful here. A couple more. How we doing? You can feel the calves, right? The calves of your legs getting nice and strong. Good. And all the muscles in your feet, working all those muscles in your feet, and relax. Good. And then just shake out the legs. Shake out these thighs. That did some work for you. Good. Good. And relax. Good. We're going to come a little bit wider for our little side to side here. Make sure that you have space that you can go back and forth. Good. And just softening the knees. Nice tall spine here. And then inhale breath, go to one side, exhale breath the other. And we all know the drill here. Inhale through the nose and let it out the mouth. Just letting the stress out. Right? H-A. It's like ha. Yeah, so let's just let it go. And now, when you're ready, you can transition and breathe out the opposite side. So make that transition. Couple more here. And relax. Good. And bring your feet into just mountain pose. Nice tall spine, head stacked above the shoulders, kneecaps lifted to engage these muscles. When we're standing, we want to always try to think about your knees and think about lifting the kneecaps, right? And that engages these big muscles. Good. On an inhale breath, we're going to bring our arms forward here. Good. We're going to soften our knees. A little twist, a little bit deeper twist now. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, bring your arms over. Keep your hips moving forward. You don't want your hips to come along. Yeah. So keep them forward so you won't go very far, right? And then take another breath in. And as you exhale, knees are soft. And just turn. You can now turn your hips. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Again, we're bringing out our gut, our internal organs a little bit, letting that energy flow, getting the toxins to release. And exhale, bring your body back forward, arms back forward, and release. Good. And roll out the shoulders. Good. Come to our mountain pose. On an inhale breath, lift your shoulders up to your ears. Yeah. And exhale, melt your shoulders back and down. Roll out the shoulders. Let's twist to the other side. So inhale, bring the arms forward. Palms are facing each other. Make sure that the knees are soft. We don't want to lock the knees. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, now turning to the other side. Keep your hips moving forward though. Yeah, again, you won't come as far. And now take a breath in, and as you exhale, relax and turn the whole body. And turn your head to the left. And breathe. Yeah. Tummy's tucked in and to support the back. If you're feeling any kind of discomfort, that means you went too far, so back off a little bit. Yeah. And on your next exhale breath, slowly bring your body back forward. Good. And release. Good. And roll out the shoulders. One direction, roll them other direction. And good. Slide your hands back now and interlace your hands just easily behind your hips. Good. And then reach your hands towards the floor a little bit and feel the shoulders stretch back. And then lift the chin slightly. And just take a few breaths here, stretching the front of our shoulders. And nice and easy, opening up our chest. Yeah, these back bends help us to create a little bit of heat in the body. Yeah, and uplift our mind. And relax now and shake it out. Move the body, shake it out. Yeah. And maybe just let's take a little walk with swinging our arms, a little march. Yeah. Again, making sure that when you're walking, you can practice here. When you walk, heel toe walk, right? Heel toe. And then walking back, toe heel, toe heel, toe heel. Walking back is a really good balance challenge, yeah. And then just coming to another march. So using your arms when you walk really helps to take the tension off of the joints, especially the lower joints. Yeah. So just getting the heart rate going a little bit. And again, all these simple things you can do, some of them on a daily basis, and relax. Getting out in nature, just sitting out in nature, touching a tree, right? Go ahead and hug it too if you want. But that just is so uplifting. Okay, nice tall spine. Good. On an inhale breath, we're going to reach our arms out and up. Good. Take a nice big breath in and exhale. Press down into your feet and stretch your fingers up towards the sky. Get as tall as you can, but you're pressing down to lift up. And take another breath in. And as you exhale, reach up and slide your hips to the left a little bit and your body to the right. Now take a breath in, and as you exhale, let the right arm slowly float down. And bring the left or the right palm against your right thigh. Good. Turn and look underneath the left arm, if that's available. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, press into your right thigh and reach up and lean over. Yeah, just stretch. Press down into the outside of the left foot as you reach up and over to the right. And breathe. Enjoy. And then relax, slowly turning your head back forward. Press down into your feet to slowly bring your body and your arm back up. And then exhale, just let the left arm float down. Nice and easy. And relax the shoulders. And roll them out a little bit. Good. Finding our mountain pose. Good. On the other side, on an inhale breath, reach the arms forward and up. And take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, press down into your feet and reach your fingers up towards the ceiling. Good. Another big breath in here. And on an exhale breath, just reach up and lean over to the left now. Hips just gently slide a little bit over to the right. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just let nice soft elbow, let that left hand float down. Pressing the left palm into your left thigh. Slowly turn and look underneath the right arm if you'd like. Take a nice big breath in and exhale, reach up and lean over. And breathe, pressing down into the outside of the right foot as you lean up and over to the left. Tummy's tucking in, that protects the back. Yeah, notice this side versus the other side. Notice the big opening in the whole right side. Good. And then relax the head back forward, pressing down into your feet. Slowly bring the body back up and exhale, release that right arm down now. Good. And roll it out. Roll it back and roll it forward. Good. All right. Coming into a little bit of, we're going to do a chair pose into a forward fold. So a little bit of an inversion. Again, working these nice big thigh muscles for getting our body ready to be active again. Yeah, good. So let's take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. Actually, before we go into chair pose, we're going to do our little super brain. Again, this is something that helps to wake us up. I guess the theme here is wake up and shake up. Yeah. So again, we're going to take our left hand onto our right ear lobe and our right hand onto our left ear lobe. Good. And just nice big breath in here. Good. So basically we're going to be breathing in as we sit back a little bit and breathing out as we come up through our nose. Again, that big, like we did with our Kapalabhati breath, big breath in and out of the nose. Good. So inhale, breathe in, exhale, breathe out, all through the nose, out. Big breath. Few more. And relax. Release the hands down. Come back to your mountain pose. If you're feeling stable, feel free to either look through your eyelashes or close your eyes. And notice the energy coming into the body, the prana energy moving around, the brain waking up, connecting with the body. Yes, there's always these split-second decisions that your brain is making through the entire course of the day. Yeah, that's why if you have a meditation practice, that's a nice rest for the brain. Yeah, your brain needs to be active and it needs some rest as well. And then fluttering the eyes open. And you know, sleep is rest, definitely rest for the body. But the brain is still active even in our sleep. You can tell with, you know, through dreams and all the different phases. So the brain is still semi-active while we're sleeping, which is why the beauty of meditation is nothing, right? That's when the brain really gets a relaxing, you know, a bit of relaxation. Yeah, let's shake it out. Good. Okay. So coming into our mountain pose here, we're going to come into chair pose. So bringing your hands onto your thighs here. Good. And take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, see if you can sit back. Maybe a little bit more than when we were doing our little super brain thing. Yeah. Good. So tummy's tucked up. Yeah, that's, you know, supporting the back and the core. Yeah. Good. And then again, lifting the heart And if it's available to you, bringing your right arm forward, tuck that tummy in to bring the left arm forward. Yeah, if that's not comfortable for you, you can bring one or the other hand back onto your thighs. Good. Lift the arms up, even look up between your hands. A nice big breath in. Exhale, sit back a little further into that imaginary stool. Yeah. You can gently press into your toes to stabilize you as well. Bring a smile to your face, big breath. And now when you exhale, bring your hands back to your thighs. Good. You can look down towards the floor. On an inhale breath, slowly start to straighten the knees. Good. And on an exhale breath, reach the crown of your head forward and your hips back gently. It's coming into an L shape here, stretching the spine long. And now if it's available to you, take a breath in. And as you exhale, just let the head drop down. You can slide your hands down your legs further. You can let your arms drape down. If head down feels like too much pressure, just bring your hands onto your legs and look down at the floor with the crown forward. Either one. Good. All right. Just relax. Big breath here. Each time you exhale, try to just melt in. Good. And now to come out, you keep the head where it is. Start to walk your hands, bring your hands to your legs. Start to walk your hands one vertebrae at a time. Press down into your toes as well. So crawl your hands up your legs until the body comes up, then lift your head up. Good. And if it feels good, stretch your arms out to either side, fingers reaching out to either side. Good. Another beautiful thing for our cleansing. Yeah, and reach the palms up and inhale all the way up with your arms, nice and easy. And bring your palms together and exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Nice work, everybody. And release your arms down. Good. And let's make our way to our chairs. Sitting down gracefully as you can. Just do whatever can help you to not plop down. Yeah. So starting with sending your hips back kind of into that chair pose that we were just in. Pausing halfway through. And then maybe grabbing the front of the chair and just releasing your hips down onto your chair. However it's comfortable for you. Good. Let's scoot forward in our chairs here. All right, now we're going to come into a little bit deeper twist. So we're doing twisting today. Again, that's getting rid of lots of toxins. So drink a lot of water. When we're moving and twisting, yes, and doing our Kapalabhati, we're getting the stuff in here moving around and along with toxins. So we want to flush the toxins out. So we're going to cross our legs. So we can start with hands behind our right knee. And then go ahead and hug, squeeze that ascending colon. That's good for detoxifying. And reverse. Good. And if it's available to you, cross at your legs. If not, cross at your ankles. Good. Relax your arms down. On an inhale breath, reach your arms forward and up. Lift the heart, stretch up gently. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Open the arms up slightly and start to turn at your waist. You can press into that left foot to turn over to the right. Release your arms down. Forearm of the left hand is outside of the right foot. Palm of the right hand behind your right hip, pressing down gently. Inhale and get a nice tall spine. Good. And as you exhale, press into your right arm or hand as you turn. We'll look over the right shoulder. Yeah. We'll give this 100%. Nice big belly breath here. Each time you exhale, can you press into that left hand to turn to the right a little bit more? Maybe, maybe not. Breathe. And then when you're ready, on your next exhale breath, just let the whole body relax first. Yeah. And then slowly turn your head back forward and turn your body back forward. And then get a nice tall spine. I know we're still crossed here. If it's available to you, see if you can lift your knee up and just let that knee drop over. Yeah. If you're crossed at your ankles, just bring the outside of the right foot to open up this right hip a little bit. Good. So just transitioning into a little bit of a hip opener. Feel free to lift your right toe up if you're up here. Lift your heart and look up. If you're up here and find a place for your leg to be comfortable, but where you still feel a stretch. Yeah. Then take a breath in. And like we did before with our hamstring stretch, you're going to press your belly forward, keep looking forward. And then press into your foot, inhale, come back up. And exhale, come a little bit further forward. And inhale, come back up. And exhale one more time. Lean forward, just to where you're feeling a good stretch on that right hip. And then relax your gaze down. Yeah. You can wiggle your fingers, relax your shoulders. Find a few deep breaths here. Each time you exhale, just allow everything to soften. Your jaw, right? Your arms, your shoulders. And just allow the hip to open. Good. When you're feeling ready now on an inhale breath, press down into your left foot and unhinge. So slowly bring your straight spine back up. Yeah. And relax. Once you're up, and then just guide that leg off. Good. And do a little butterfly, rolling your feet over to the outside. Yeah, again, just letting those hip joints relax a little bit. Good. And then nice tall spine. Let's do that on the other side. So hands behind, hug the thigh into the descending side of your colon now. And just do a couple lovely circles with your foot. Stretching the ankle. Good. And then just crossing over here. Yeah. Nice tall spine. Again, you can be crossed at your ankles. This is not comfortable. Good. Relax your arms down. Press down into your right foot to float your arms up. Nice and easy. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, let the shoulders melt. And then press into your right foot to turn over to the left. Release your arms, let them float down. So the outside of the right arm is on the right arm is on the outside of the left leg. The left palm presses down gently behind your left hip on your chair. Inhale, just gently lift the top of your head for a nice tall spine. And exhale, press into your right forearm and turn the head over to the left and the chest. And breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths here. Each time you exhale, see if you can press into that forearm and turn a little bit more. Good. Smile on the face. Big breath. And now on your next exhale breath, feel the whole body relax. Take all the tension out of your body. Slowly turn the head back forward. Slowly bring the body back forward. Good. And now if it's available to you, take hold of the back of your knee. See if you can lift it up. And then just let it fall over. Yeah. and adjust this to where you feel a stretch, but you're comfortable. Yeah. If not, you can transition to the outside of your foot. Just let this left leg drop open. Yeah, good. Feel free to lift the toe. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, press your belly forward. Yeah, there we are. Say hello, left hip. And then press into your right foot to come back up. And exhale, melt a little bit further forward maybe. Keep that spine, don't round the spine. Keep the spine straight. So if you keep the head up, that helps you to keep the spine straight. And then come back up. And one more, melt forward. Good. And once you land there, just let the head drop forward. And again, take inventory of where you might be holding tension. Wiggle your fingers. You'll see that that relaxes your arms and your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Find your breath. Big breath here. Good. And when you're ready, pressing down into the right foot, slowly bring the body back up. Good. And then help to put that leg down. Good. Wiggle it out. Nice, beautiful work, everyone. For your joints today, for our releasing of toxins today. Let's get ready for final relaxation. So sitting back in your chair, palms up on your lap, closing your eyes. If you're laying down, feel free to, if that's in your practice. And immediately come into complete relaxation. So let's take a breath in, pause the breath, and then slowly breathe out through the nose and feel the shoulders relax, the arms, the fingers. Take another breath in. And as you let it out through the nose, let your hips relax, your legs, your thighs, your hamstrings, your feet, toes. Let your whole body relax now. And a gentle little smile to your face, relaxing all the muscles of your face. Your efforts. All of your desires. All of your judgments, let them go. Any thoughts that are coming into the mind, just allow them to come and go. Not getting hooked on any one thought. Let them come in and go out like passing clouds. And just for this next minute and a half, just be. Nothing to do, nowhere else to be. Bring your awareness to how you feel. Allow yourself to remain here for as long as you'd like in this blissful state of relaxation, relaxing body and mind. Should you choose to come back, very gently take a breath in and breathe out. Bringing the little smile back to your face if it left. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Move the body gently, sway it side to side. Just lovingly waking yourself up. Slowly come back to center now. Bringing your hands into prayer position and resting them onto your heart. And take a nice big breath in. Lift the heart. As you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips. Stretch the back of your neck. Relax your shoulders. And we'll close practice today simply with this. Freedom is when all wants and expectations melt away. They either happen or they don't. This is liberation. When you're feeling ready and complete, you may gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself today. Have an amazing rest of your day. At each moment is a beautiful moment. Live in the present as much as you can and get rid of all your wants and expectations and find the liberation. Namaste.